So the reality of this is just all kicking in now. I don't know if you can hear the wind out there, but it's howling a gale, it's freezing, and we're heading off at midnight. So it's midnight, so it's about 11:30 now, something like that, but we're heading off at midnight. So 8 hours time, should be at the top. I'll let you know when I get there. Good luck. So I was Christmas shopping in Glasgow with my wife, and it was on the 23rd of December 2021, and it was freezing, and it was pouring with rain, and we all had our big coats on, our umbrellas up and one thing and another, and we were walking down Buchanan Street, and I spotted a guy begging, and I went over to talk to him, and once you're talking to him, I soon realised he was a rough sleeper. You know, this was his home, this is where he lived. He wasn't going home to have a hot plate of soup or a hot bath or a shower and change his clothes. This was it for him, you know, and everything that he owned in his life was with him in a few bags, and that was all soaking as well. And the best that I could offer him was a hot cup of coffee and a sandwich, and I felt terrible. And I thought to myself, I'm going to do something about this. You know, I may not be able to help this guy, but I'm going to help as many people as I can from now on. And that was the start, and that's what we've done. That was the start of it for me. So I finished up in 2017, and that was me. I was going to retire. One of the things that I wanted to do was to help and volunteer. So I volunteered, but I also went and raised some money. I done what I called a dip a day in February, right? So I done wild swimming, and what I done there is I went into the water every day in February. The reason I'd done it initially in February is because it was the shortest month. What I didn't realise, it was also the coldest month. So I went in every day was cold. We had the ice, we had the snow, went in on all of them, and ended up raising, it was nearly about £12,000 for sarcoma cancer. So that was the first kind of thing that I'd done. As a wild swimmer, I had one of these branded changing robes at the time. And I thought, I wonder if I could actually make these and donate them free to guys that's rough sleeping. And then one of the things that I noticed as well is they had a sleeping bag covering him. His sleeping bag was over his head. Now that was soaked through as well. I thought, I wonder if I could make a coat that converts into a sleeping bag and donate them free to guys that's rough sleeping. And that's exactly what we've done. Okay, so we make and sell changing robes, high-end changing robes. They're all handmade in Scotland. They're waterproof, windproof and fleece lined. And we make them, we sell them, and for all of the profits that we make from that, we reinvest that to make our sleeping coat, which is a coat that converts into a sleeping bag, and we donate them free to guys that's rough sleeping. Now our sleeping coats, they're the exact same quality, they're handmade as well. We want to make sure everything was ethically handmade in Scotland, and that's waterproof, windproof and fleece lined, so it's the same quality that we actually sell.
I'm Rhona Mackenzie. I am a comedian for my sins. One of my main defining factors, I suppose, about me is the fact that I've got a disability. So I'm a wheelchair user. I initially saw the Ootsider coats through a friend of mine, but I liked the idea of it, and it was more the ethos of the company that attracted me more, because I knew there was changing robes out there. But once I saw this coat and saw what they were trying to achieve, I thought, yeah. I'm technically, officially an inch away from dwarfdom at 4'10". If I go any further below that, I would be classed as medically in that. Me and Danny DeVito classed as dwarfs. So a lot of my stuff has to go and be tailored to fit me. What was great about the Ootsider was I was able to talk to John and explain what I needed out of my coat, where I was going, what I was doing, and how I would best access that coat. To some people, they might go, that's kind of, a fair bit of money for a coat. Well, it isn't. If it serves the purpose to which I need, which is, will it keep me warm in the Scottish elements Will it keep me dry? Yes, it does.
So my name's Ged. A year and a half ago I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and one of the things that happened was that I started to lose my use of my left hand. It's becoming a bit redundant. I was really struggling. The whole thing about Parkinson's is you got to move. It's all about the movement, the meds, the mind, and the critical thing is about movement. So I wanted to go swimming. I was up at the Commie Pool in Edinburgh and it was tough. It was just virtually impossible to get ready after the swimming. It was just really difficult to get changed. One time it just got to the point where I was almost in tears. I just couldn't get my stuff on. Thinking, well, I need to move, but I can't move because it's so difficult to move. I got in touch with John and he agreed to make me something that would work for me. He did an amazing job. So he listened to the problems that I had with my left hand, getting dressed, getting things, like zips and that can be difficult, and came up with the idea around using magnets. And my jacket is just incredible. It's so easy to use. It allows me just to get up to the pool, no worries at all. I don't have to fidget with anything, when I'm cold, etc., coming out of the pool. And yeah, it's wonderful. So that's how I became aware of the Ootsider, and that's how John came to make me my magic jacket.
I wanted to do a challenge. One of the things that I thought about to start with is I'm going to cycle for John O'Groats to Land's End. And I realised I didn't have a bike. So I believe it was a day I was talking to Gintari actually, and what we were talking about was the mountains that these guys climb every day. The mountain that a rough sleeper climbs every day. I thought, I'm going to climb a mountain. I tend to be quite impulsive at times, and I thought, I'm going to climb a mountain. What can I do? And I thought about Everest. I thought, no, I'm not doing that, right? Maybe the fact I'm not doing it is the fact is I couldn't afford it. So I thought I'm going to climb Kilimanjaro because it's quite accessible. What I didn't realise at the time, I knew it was the highest mountain in Africa. It's the 4th highest mountain in the world, but it's the highest freestanding mountain in the world. When I'd done a wee bit more research about Kilimanjaro, is one of the things is that you have a range in temperatures from the bottom to the top. So it went for something like plus 30 the day that we started at the bottom, and the time that we got up to the top, it was about minus 15, minus 20 at the time, So you've got this whole range of temperatures that's there, and that's what a rough sleeper goes through during a year. Our goal to start with was raising money. Let's go for £30,000, right? Again, it was Gintari was saying, we need to have a mission here, right? And our mission is going to be 300 coats. We want to do that before the end of this winter, essentially, which is probably into about March time or whatever. So the climb of Kilimanjaro was part of that. Climbing Kilimanjaro was not the mission was getting the 300 coats, and that's why we've done that. And we're probably sitting around about 150, 165 at the moment. That means that by Christmas time, that will be 500 coats we'll have provided since we started, that's 2.5, 3.5 years ago or something like that. I think that's pretty good in itself. So if you like what we do and you would like to help, just go to our website. You can purchase one of our products, and all of the profits from that product will go to making one of our sleeping coats. You can make a donation, a direct donation to our website. But whatever it is that you do, you will be making a difference. You will be able to help someone that's rough sleeping become warmer and drier. And this is two of our most basic human needs. Thank you.